Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel Quaint Cosmos. Today's discussion, naked online, how hackers could peek at your internet traffic. Just imagine walking down a busy street completely naked. Scary, right? Well, that's exactly what happens to your data when you browse the web without using HTTPS. Yes, I'm talking about HTTPS, not only HTTP. Both are different things. One extra S is there at the end of HTTP. HTTP means Hypertext Transfer Protocol. And for S, that extra S is for secure. So both are different things actually. HTTP and HTTPS. So when you actually use only HTTP, means that S is not there, then in that case what happens? You cannot see that padlock sign. That green padlock sign, that remains absent if you use only HTTP. And in that case, your data is sent in plain text. That means your data is not encrypted actually. So whenever you are using HTTP and you are using your bank details, you are using your private emails, any passwords, any usernames, your credit card details, etc., in that case actually your data does not remain private. Anyone can read your data. Means I am talking about hackers. They can easily read your data and use accordingly, according to their will. They can use your data. If you are using only HTTP, okay, both are different things. So that means HTTP, that is not secure. Okay, that becomes actually exposed to the hackers. But whenever you are using HTTPS, that is actually encrypted. Means in case of HTTP, your data travel the internet naked. Your data travels across the internet naked. But in case of HTTPS, your data does not travel across the internet naked. In that case, it's actually closed and remains private. So if anyone tries to intercept the data, then in that case what happens? In case of HTTP, that is readable. Your messages, your passwords, your login details, everything is readable. But in case of HTTPS, that is not readable. That becomes simply a gibberish if you use HTTPS. So what happens actually in case of HTTPS? That means how does it work actually? So whenever you are visiting one website, then in that case that website sends its a digital certificate to your browser. And then your browser verifies whether the website or the certificate, better to say here that digital certificate, that is fake or not, that is coming from any fake site or not, that is verified by your browser. And then they agree on a secret session key. Then they means that website and your browser agree on a secret session key using public key cryptography. Now all your communication is encrypted. Okay, now all your communication is encrypted. So it becomes invisible to prying eyes. So if now anyone tries to intercept the data, if they somehow collect the data, then in that case that becomes gibberish. That means that is actually unreadable. That is of no use to that hacker. So nowadays at present actually how hackers do all these things. So they use normally man-in-the-middle attacks. That way, that means they actually place themselves in between your device and that website. That means in between your browser and that device. They place themselves that way. Somehow they manage to use your device Okay, they trick your device into sending messages through their machines, through hackers' machines. That is one way. Another way, if you are using public networks, then your unencrypted data becomes visible. They use that data. And risks are more if you use public Wi-Fi networks or public Wi-Fi hotspots. In that case, risks become more. But that does not mean HTTPS is future-proof. It is not future-proof because you know quantum computing is coming. Quantum computers are coming. So today's encryption method use techniques, okay, those techniques are no doubt very good. By using today's computers or today's supercomputers, you cannot break those encryption keys. Okay, but using quantum computers, breaking those keys are very easy using quantum computers. So with respect to quantum computers, HTTPS is not safe. That's why researchers are now developing post-quantum cryptography, so that in any case your data remains closed and remains private. It does not become vulnerable. Okay, that's why researchers are now making the research work on this or developing, better to say developing post-quantum cryptography techniques. Because just by using quantum computers, at present you won't find widespread use of quantum computers. But by using quantum computers, today's encryption methods can easily be broken. Anyway, so this was all about today's topic. Okay, this is the end of this video. If you found this video fascinating, so please like, share and subscribe to our channel. This is the end. Thanks for watching.